Is your mini bike kinda slow? Are you getting gapped by your friends that have smaller sprockets? If that is the case, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install a smaller sprocket onto your mini bike. Let's get into it. Yo, what is up guys, Guido here, back again with another mini bike video, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install a smaller sprocket on your mini bike. Now this mini bike sprocket is mainly for Monster Moto 80cc mini bikes to 105 mini bikes. I could see this working if you have a sprocket on there that has 6 holes to mount up to the actual wheel. So if your sprocket on your mini bike has 6 holes to mount up to the wheel, this should work perfectly fine, but if not, this tutorial is not for you. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to take the sprocket off and how to install the brand new one. Now, I actually went and got this sprocket off of Amazon right here. It took like 2 weeks to get here, but it finally got here. They have one on Go Power Sports that literally looks the exact same. I think it's the exact same sprocket, but right now it's currently out of stock, so that's why I got it on Amazon. So I will leave the link to this sprocket on Go Power Sports and on Amazon. From what I can see, they are literally the exact same. So yeah, I'll leave both of the links in the description. So just in case if you want to buy it from Go Power Sports or Amazon. Now before this video actually starts to go and get started, and before I go and start to work on the mini bike, I'm actually going to go and do a little speed run, and basically just see what the top speed of this thing is in the distance it goes. So I'm going to go and set up a camera, and also use the GoPro and show you guys basically once it starts to reach full speed and basically how long it really takes to get up to it. It's not a full scientific review, and I'm not going to have a timer or anything, but I just want to show you guys how much of a difference that sprocket makes. So as you can see in the video, I only hit 34, which, if I be honest, really isn't bad at all for this thing. A while back, I pushed this thing to 38, which really is pretty good for this thing. But I was pushing it as fast as I could go, and I got 34 today, so when I hit 38, it must have been a good day or something. But now what we're going to do is we're going to start to put that sprocket on there, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So before you begin taking off everything, this is what you're going to need to do your job. Obviously your replacement sprocket or upgraded one that has less teeth so you can go faster. And for anyone wondering, this is a 65 tooth sprocket, whereas the one that comes stock on my mini bike is a 75 tooth sprocket. The next thing you're going to need also is safety glasses. Whether it's sunglasses, prescription glasses, whatever it is, always wear this stuff because you never know when something might go bad. So make sure you wear this. The next thing you're going to need is gloves. You can wear these if you want. I'm not going to wear them because I really don't think in this situation it's really that big of a deal. But if you want, because you don't want to get grease on your hands because you're going to have to take the chain off, you can go ahead and wear these. You're going to need your 1/4 inch ratchet with a 10mm socket on there. You're going to need a 1/2 inch wrench, and these two are for the chain tensioner to take it off if you have one or not. You're going to need your 3/8 ratchet with your 3/4 socket on there. And you're going to need a 9/16 wrench, and this is to take off the back wheel. This is the axle bolt and nut that you have to take off by using these. Then you're going to need a good set of Allen wrenches to take off the bolts that go into the sprocket. The first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is take off the chain tensioner. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll show you when I'm done. So I just went and took it off. This is what it is. It's the bolt with a little spacer on it, the chain tensioner, a little washer, and then the nut, and it goes in there just like that. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take the back wheel off, So you just have to take that bolt slash axle out and the whole thing will come off. And I'll go ahead and take that off real quick and then I'll show you. Okay, so I just went and took this part out. As you can see, that piece goes through there. Oh, what the? GUIDO! Subscribe to GUIDO on YouTube. Anyways, I just went and took this piece out. That red bushing right there goes right there. And then that little spacer that we've modified and the other little washer right there goes and fits perfectly right there. So as you can see, the wheel is removed and we have taken off the chain from the wheel. So now what you're going to want to do is come over here, flip your wheel over, and you're going to want to undo all 6 of these Allen bolts so your sprocket can come off, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so I got all of the Allen head bolts out of this thing, so now this just completely comes off. And when doing this, I highly recommend, when you have a little Allen wrench like that, I highly recommend getting like a little tool like this, a spark plug tool, and putting it over it so it's kind of like a little mini breaker bar. That makes getting out the Allen bolts 20 times easier. And as you can see, I have them all right there. They have blue strength thread locker on there, and I don't think they came with it from the factory, but when I took the sprocket off a while back, I went and put blue thread locker on there, and I highly recommend that you guys do the same. Okay, so since the rear sprocket is off, I just decided to take the brake rotor off and change my tire, because I'm not sure if you guys can tell in the video, but my rear tire is super duper bald, so I just decided just to take it off and go ahead and replace it while I'm at it. But as you can see from this little clip, we were trying as hard as we could to get the rear tire back on, and it did not want to come on. We used the starter fluid trick, we tried airing it up and hitting it, and it just would not go on. So after hours and hours, I kind of just like kicked it really hard, and then it finally went on. But I just decided just to go ahead and change the tire, just in case anyone was wondering why the rear tire seemed like there was no tread on it. So as you can tell, it doesn't really look like I've gotten very far, and I don't know if you can tell because it is nighttime out, but we have a brand spanking new tire on here, and I just decided while the sprocket's off of it, I might as well put a new tire on here, because I don't know if you've seen from my videos or not, but the tire that was on here, just since it's like a performance racing tire, the compound is super duper soft, so it wears out pretty quick, but it has amazing grip, so the tread was dangerously low, so that's why a new tire is on here. And this was a massive pain to get on here. I know the video isn't about the tire, and if you guys want to know how to install street tires on your mini bike, I have a video on how to install it, and it will be in the top, so click that if you want to see how to install different tires or street tires on your mini bike. But anyways, I've tried everything to try to get this on, squishing it, because this tire was kind of deformed from the factory. When I put it on a while back when I first got the tires, the back one always gave me trouble, but this one was kind of deformed just from it sitting probably at the Go Power Sports store. So it was kind of given a hard time to get on there. So we finally got it on there, but like I was saying, we tried literally everything. The starter fluid trick where you light it on fire, and trying to get the tire on there, but that didn't work whatsoever. So I just was like, you know what, I didn't have any hope. I thought we would have to take it to a tire shop, but I just laid on it and put some air in it, and it is perfect. So now what I'm going to do is put that sprocket on to the wheel. Now the sprocket that I bought, this one in particular, actually came with hardware to put on there, but I don't really see what the difference is. I'm just going to probably reuse the hardware that I already have. So, but basically that's it. You just put the sprocket on there, put the Allen head bolts in there with blue medium strength thread locker, and then also you do that for the brake as well, and you're done with the wheel. So I finally went and got the rear sprocket on there. As you can see, it is way smaller than the 75-2 sprocket, so hopefully it should give me some more top end. As you can see, I have the different colored bolts. These black ones were the stock ones, and then these just unpainted ones are the ones that they sent. I just decided to do a mismatch because I think the ones they sent are actually a little bit better than the stock ones. So as you can see, I did a mismatch there. And then also on the brakes, and this is all torqued down there and all good, so now I just have to put it back on the bike. Okay, so the wheel is all on here, all nice and tight. The sprockets on there all good. Same with the chain tensioner. I didn't bother recording this just because it's just so easy, and also just have to watch the beginning of the video, and then you'll be able to see, you know, what you need to put it on and what you need to take it off. But basically, that is it. It's probably one of the easiest things you can do to your mini bike that will make it basically go faster. You just have to make sure your gear ratio with the sprocket and the clutch is okay, so it's not putting stress on it and not messing stuff up. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and do a little speed run real quick of it to basically see how fast it is. I'm going to try to push it as hard as I can and basically see what I get. So let me go do that real quick, and then yeah, you guys will be able to see the clip. But anyways, before that, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, just go ahead and comment them, and I will answer them. The link to the sprockets in the description. And yeah, peace!